Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Welcome to the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today is Friday, 22nd January 2016. We'll start with our prayers. Narayanam namaskritya
Narayanam namaskritya
naram chaiva narottamam
naram chaiva narottamam
devim saraswatim vyasam
devim saraswatim vyasam
tato jayamudirayet
tato jayamudire
nashtaprayeshu bhadreshu
nashtaprayeshu bhadreshu
nityam bhagavata sevaya
nityam bhagavata sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
bhagavati uttama shloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki.
bhakti bhavati naistiki.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 12, Shloka number 4 and 5. Sanakam cha sanandam cha
Sanakam cha sanandam cha
Sanatanam Athatma Bhu
Sanatanam Athatma Bhu
Sanat Kumaram cha Munin
Sanat Kumara cha Munin
Nishkriyan Urdhvaretashah
Nishkriyan Udher Pretasha
Sanakam cha sanandam cha
Sanakam cha sanandam cha
Sanatanam Athatma Bhu
Sanatanam Yathatpabhu
Sanat Kumaram cha Munin
Sanat Kumara cha Munin
Nishkriyan Urdhvam Pretashah
Nishkriyan Pretasha
Tan Babashe Svabhuputran
Tan Bhavashe Swambhu Putran
Prajasrajat Putrakaha
Prajasrajat Putrakaha
Tananayachan Moksha Dharmano
Tananachena Moksha Dharmano
Vasudeva Parayanaha
Vasudeva Parayanaha
Tan Babashe Svabhuputran
Tan Bhashe Swabhu Putran
Prajasrajata Putrakaha
Prajasrajata Putrakaha
Tananayachan Moksha Dharmano
Taranachena Moksha Dharmano
Vasudeva Parayanaha.
Vasudeva Parayanaha. Sanakam cha sanananda cha
Sanakam cha sanandam cha
Sanatanam Arthat Bhuta
Sanatanam Athatma Sanat Kumaram cha Munin
Sanat Kumara cha Munin
Nishkriyan Urdhvaretashah
Nishkriyan Udar Pretasha Tan Bhat
Premavardhini Mataji. Hare Krishna. तान् बभाषे स्वभूपुत्रान्
तान् बभाषे स्वभूपुत्रान्
प्रजासृजत पुत्रकाः
प्रजासृजत पुत्रकाः
तननच्छन् मोक्षधर्माणो
तनमनच्छन् मोक्षधर्माणो
वासुदेवपरायणाः
वासुदेवपरायणः
सनकं
सनकं
सनक
सनक
च
च
also sanandam
sanandam
sananda
sanand
cha
च
and sanatanam
सनातनम
sanatana
सनातन
atha
अथ
thereafter atmabhu
आत्मभू
brahma
ब्रह्मा
who is self born
who is self born
sanatakumaram
sanatakumaram sanatakumara
cha
cha
also munin
munin
the great sages nishkriyan free from all fruitive action urdhvaretashah those whose semen flows upwards in the beginning Brahma created four sages named Sanaka, Sananda, Sanatana and Sanatakumara. All of them were unwilling to adopt materialistic activities because they were highly elevated due to their semen's flowing upwards. In the beginning, Brahma created four great sages named Sanaka, Sananda, Sanatana and Sanatakumara. All of them were unwilling to adopt materialistic activities because they were highly elevated due to their semen's flowing upwards. Purport. Although Brahma created the principles of nescience as a matter of necessity for those living entities who were destined to ignorance by the will of the Lord, he was not satisfied in performing such a thankless task. He therefore created four principles of knowledge, Sankhya or empirical philosophy for the analytical study of material conditions, Yoga or mysticism for liberation of the pure soul from material bondage, Vairagya, the acceptance of complete detachment from material enjoyment in life to elevate oneself to the highest spiritual understanding, and Tapasa, or the various kinds of voluntary austerities performed for spiritual perfection. Brahma created the four great sages, Sanaka, Sananda, Sanatana, and Sanata, to entrust them with these four principles of spiritual advancement, and they inaugurated their own spiritual party or sampradaya known as the Kumara Sampradaya, or later on as the Nimbarka Sampradaya, for the advancement of bhakti. All of these great sages became great devotees, for without devotional service to the personality of Godhead, one cannot achieve success in any activities of spiritual value. We'll take the next one, that is 5. Tan unto the Kumaras, as above mentioned, Babashe, addressed, Swabhu, Brahma, Putran, unto the sons, Praja, generations, Srajata, to create, Putraka, O my sons, Sat, that, Na, not, Aichan, desired, Moksha Dharmana, pledged to the principles of liberation, Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead, Parayana, who are so devoted.
who are so devoted.
Brahma spoke to his sons after generating them. My dear sons, he said, now generate progeny, but due to their being attached to Vasudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they aimed at liberation and therefore they expressed their unwillingness. Brahma spoke to his sons
Brahma spoke to his sons
after generating them.
after generating them.
My dear sons,
My dear sons,
he said,
now
generate progeny,
generate progeny,
but due to their being attached to Vasudeva,
but due to their being attached to Vasudeva,
the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
they aimed at liberation and therefore they expressed their unwillingness.
And therefore they expressed their unwillingness.
Purport. The four sons of Brahma, the Kumaras, declined to become family men even on the request of their great father Brahma. Those who are serious about gaining release from material bondage should not be entangled in the false relationship of family bondage. People may ask how the Kumaras could refuse the orders of Brahma, who was their father and above all the creator of the universe. The reply is that one who is Vasudeva Parayana or seriously engaged in the devotional service of the personality of Godhead, Vasudeva, need not care for any other obligation. It is enjoined in the Bhagavatam 11.5.11, 41, sorry, 11.5.41. Devarshi bhutat nanam pitranam na kinkaro nayam rini na cha rajan sarvatmanaya sharanam sharanyam gato mukundam parihartya kartam. Anyone who has completely given up all worldly relationship and has taken absolute shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, who gives us salvation and who alone is fit to be taken shelter of, is no longer a debtor or servant of anyone, including the Devatas, forefathers, sages, other living entities, relatives, and members of human society. Thus, there was nothing wrong in the act of Kumaras when they refused their great father's request that they become family men. Oh my God. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Now, Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam-cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhamritam-cha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Vimate Jai Padaka Swamiti Namine Namah Acharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gaura Katha Dhamadaya Nagara Gramatadine Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatya Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadhara
Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama
Rama Rama
Hare Hare
Sanakam cha Sanandam cha Sanatanam Athatmabhu Sanata Kumaram cha Munin Nishkriyan Urdhvaretashaha Tan Babashe Swabhu Putran Prajasvrajata Putrakaha Tananaichan Moksha Dharmano Vasudeva Parayanaha. In the beginning, Brahma created four great sages named Sanaka, Sananda, Sanatan, and Sanat Kumara. All of them were unwilling to adopt materialistic activities because they were highly elevated due to their semens flowing upwards. Brahma spoke to his sons after generating them. My dear sons, he said, now generate progeny, but due to their being attached to Vasudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they aimed at liberation and therefore they expressed their unwillingness. So, Maitra Rishi is now explaining how Brahmaji started creating after creating the five nescience principles. He is reminded of his main duty of recreating some part of the universe. So he first had his four sons, the four Kumaras, and he immediately told them, okay, now you generate more progeny. And they immediately refused. That's something very, very interesting, like the Lord Brahma, the first creator, he is instructing, and these four boys, they are just simply refusing. They say, no, sorry, we cannot do it. We are not interested in this. Because they were self-realized right from the birth. And not only that, as it is stated here, they are Vasudeva Parayana. And Srila Prabhupada explains wonderfully that once you are Vasudeva Parayana, then you need not worry about any other thing. Meaning, you need not feel obligated to anything. See, that's the meaning of complete surrender, right? It's not that, okay, you're surrendering to Krishna, but you're also worried about this and that and that. Like. So, creating progeny is like an passionate activity, It's in the mode of passion. So they did not want it. They were actually given 4 divisions, as it's stated here, but four different things to follow. But they did not bother about anything. They just said, sorry, we cannot do it. In fact, they were Nirvisheshavadi. They are just not talking about the Brahman. But then when they came in touch with Krishna, Vishnu, just by the smell of the flowers offered to Lord Vishnu and that by touch, when they are touching the lotus feet, their consciousness transformed and they became pure devotees. And then once you become a devotee, then nothing else matters. You don't like anything else. And as Prabhupada explained, later on, they started their own sampradaya out of the 4 sampradayas, Vaishnava sampradayas. Kumara Sampradaya is one of them, which was then carried out by Nimbakacharya. So we have the commentaries available by Keshav Kashmiri in that parampara. From that sampradaya, when we study Bhagavad Gita and we have different sampradayas, acharyas commenting. But of course, the purport is same in all of them. So this way now, the secondary creation started. Brahma's first attempt to get something done has failed. It's failed. So now he's going to turn to others for carrying this out. So thank you very much. To stop here. If you have any questions, comments, we can take it up. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mother.
So very, very first step of Brahma creating the Kumaras, so they have refused.
Yes. They refused. Because their purpose is, that's what it says. The Prabhupada says that once you have decided to serve Krishna unconditionally, then finish. You can refuse anybody. Because there's no more obligation. Why the parents want us? Because there's some obligation. We brought you up. Now you take care of us. That's the only ultimate goal. In between there is some love, affection, this, that. But ultimate goal is to get the service back. The moment some parents, who children do not serve them later on. So they don't say, okay, we did our duty, and they are regretting all the time. They are discussing with everybody in the family. Oh, look at this children. They are like this, they are like that. We immediately start scolding. As long as the person is serving, then that everything is fine. Same for the children. If the parents are serving children, their children are happy. Otherwise, the children become agitated. They say, oh, you just brought us to this world out of your pleasure, and so on.
So, if we are Krishna conscious, that is the ultimate.
Yes.
If you are totally surrendered to Krishna, that is the ultimate, and nothing else matters.
Yeah, at that time, nothing else matters. Till that time, everything matters because, we are still not surrendered. That's, we are generally riding two boats. We are in a family boat and we are in a Krishna boat. So we have one leg here and one leg there. That's why we tolerate so much of inconvenience from the family when you are progressing in Krishna consciousness. Sometimes the family is like a big help, but many times it is like an obstacle. They distract you from your path.
Yeah, very, very, very true, Prabhuji. Very, very true.
But that's where we have to draw a line one day. Best is, that's why we say that the best is to make the family also Krishna conscious. Then they don't have to worry about not serving them or something like that, because everybody is serving Krishna together, and in that process you serve each other also.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Hare Krishna.